Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is a Canadian. I'm so excited. He is a Canadian pop recording artist from Ottawa, Ontario. He's a multi-dimensional singer-songwriter. He's 21 years old. Please welcome Andrew Cassara. Hi, Andrew.
Hey, how are
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be on your show.
I'm really happy you're on my show, especially just before Canada's 150th birthday.
Yeah, big year.
Yeah, really big year. Okay, so I know that you were discovered, but I want to talk about like when you started getting interested in music and right up to your journey right now.
Well, actually, it started really when I was probably 4 years old. I was probably one of the youngest and biggest Backstreet Boy fans that you could probably find. And I had all their cassettes that and CDs, and I'd always listen to them. And um, at one point, my mom entered me into this kind of like Backstreet Boys karaoke singing competition,
Hmm.
and it was in a mall, and I ended up winning, and there was like probably like 500 people that entered, and I ended up getting tickets to their concert, and like that was probably what really sparked my interest in performing and being an artist. I just couldn't believe how amazing and powerful it felt to just look at artists be on stage and own the stage and play such great music that everyone else enjoyed. So you know, after that, I started pretty much, I do these little concerts at school when I was young, and I just sing cover songs, and everyone was into it, and that turned into me making cover songs, and out of like a bedroom studio I made for myself and posting them online, and next thing, I'm here now.
Now, you were discovered on Reverb Nation. Is that correct?
Yeah,
And it was SGM Group Artists that discovered you.
yeah.
And just so all the artists, I mean, every artist I have on here pretty much is independent. And they're on every platform there is. But everybody, like seriously, Chance the Rapper, it was Reverb Nation and Spotify. And he won a Grammy.
Yeah,
And
he's amazing. I love
yeah,
his music, but
yeah.
I did not know he was on Reverb Nation as well. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he was on long, but I know I think it was maybe it was Spotify that he used or SoundCloud. He used one of them to really push himself, but he went on every platform. And that's how he ended up winning because he just put himself out there. So, as Andrew has proven, you will be discovered. So don't stop trying. Now, since 2012, you've released 6 singles, 1 EP with the SGM Group Artists.
Hmm.
And in 2005, your breakthrough single, That's Some Crazy, was released worldwide and got some Canadian top 40 airplay.
That's right.
That is awesome. And that led to a substantial following on social media. Like, your fans are insane. Like, it's so nice to see a fellow Canadian, never mind just an independent artist, have the followers that you have. Like, wow.
It's actually amazing. My fans are amazing, and just fans in general. Um, they're wild, and it's so amazing to see people really enjoy music as much as they do right now. I always thought that today is the best time to be a fan of music, just because of how easy it is to listen to your favorite artists. Um, Nowadays, you don't necessarily need to go and spend money on buying an album, but you still get the chance to support your favorite artists and stream them online.
Hmm.
I find it's very amazing, and but my fans they're great. They're the best, and I have a great relationship with them, and I just love doing what I do and giving them the music that I make. It's special to me.
Yeah, and they totally appreciate it. And it's just, yeah, you've got a very, very huge following. And just so everybody knows out there, I put his picture up on Twitter already, saying that he was coming on my show. His picture will be up on my website. And he's a good-looking guy, people.
Thank you.
So, not only is he a multi-dimensional singer-songwriter and 21, just to throw that out there. You know, now you're partnering with some Canadian charities, and you're participating in the Youth Cross Canada Music Tour. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so um, basically, what YouthX Canada is it's an initiative um, to go to uh, Indigenous communities and travel across youth centers across Canada and spread the power of music and create open conversations with youth, um, and to show that sharing your feelings is okay, because as a lot of people might not know, um, mental health is really important, and it's really important to kind of get around the current social stigma we have with mental health. Um, it is a common issue that mental health isn't being taken care of as seriously as it should, as like the wait times to see psychologists and specialized doctors are way too long worldwide. So we really want to help out the community and the youth, and there's no better way to do that than sharing our feelings and our stories and what's on our mind through the power of music. So I find it's very important to go around and just all support each other.
Yeah, it is. And I'll add to that. I'm Métis, so I have when I was in radio, I visited a lot of Indigenous communities,
Mm-hmm.
and talking about mental health. Just so everybody knows, unfortunately, the Indigenous communities have the highest suicide rates in Canada. So what you're doing, Andrew, is beautiful, and I commend you for it.
Thank you.
And now, okay, so let's talk about, you have a picture of you, and then you have a picture of your band, and
Yeah.
they're all guys. And the first thing I thought was, oh, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, you know. So how does it work with them? Because I know you just like, you do go on tours with them and go to clubs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So they're my band, and we've been working together now for 2 years, and we're having the best time together, and we do festivals and we do shows, clubs, and we go around to the youth centers, and we do the whole Youth X Canada thing together, and we work really hard to put on an amazing show, and we do our best to play any type of show we can. So we play acoustic, we play full band. I mean, we can play acoustic with a bass player. Like we do our best to entertain as much as we can for any type of show that's ready to take us on.
Are you doing anything for Canada's 150th? Have you booked for anywhere?
Yeah, actually, we're pretty packed. So we're doing like 3 shows all back to back. So it's going to be quite a busy day, but I'm really excited, and I'm ready to bring some action for such a great day, especially that's the 150th birthday. It's going to be a great time.
Now, are you performing in your hometown of Ottawa, the capital?
Yes, I am. There's no better feeling than playing your hometown. I love Ottawa, and the fact that this year I got invited to play a bunch of shows and a bunch of different places around Ottawa is pretty fun. So it's going to be a big day of traveling around, going to venue to play big shows, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, it's good. I can't imagine. Your songs are, they get me moving in my chair. I love your songs. Now, do you write all of them, or have you co-written, or?
Well, I write every single song. So every single song, I'm a songwriter at heart. So I really love writing, but I co-write with my guitarist Casey and with my producer as well. So we co-write everything together. And in the initial phases of my career, I'd mostly write everything myself, and my producer would build the tracks and all. But now I get a little bit more involved in building the tracks and creating guitar lines and sounds and stuff. So I'm developing my I guess my passion for songwriting in different ways now. So I'm not just writing melodies now. I partake in writing guitar melodies and drums and all that type of stuff.
That's very cool. Now, one of the things too, I want talking about your fan base on Twitter, you post such positive, uplifting tweets, and I just love them.
Thank you.
Now, do you do that like every day? Because it seems like they're always up there. Like, is that something that you do just to kind of uplift people?
Yeah, so I really want to spread positive messages and keep people engaged and happy. So I do my best to post every single day, at least once. And I just love interacting and speaking with my fans. I'm always responding to fans every single day, all the time. So it's not a job for me. I have a good time spending my time on Twitter and Instagram and all that. I really enjoy it. So I just like making people happy.
Well, and it shows. And it's nice and refreshing to know that it's actually really you doing all the posts.
It's all me.
Yeah, you can tell just from the messages. And I think that's great. Now, if you had any advice, Andrew, I mean, I know you're only 21, but you've been doing this for a while, and you are broadening your horizons, like you said. So if you had any advice to give any new artist starting out, what would that be?
I think the biggest piece of advice that I could give to young artists or artists that are just starting out and really want to get into making music, and I bet a bunch of other artists can vouch for what I'm about to say, what would be, is really just putting yourself out there as much as you can. That means playing all the shows you can, doing open mic nights. You never know who you'll see there. Putting your music on social media everywhere, because you never know what it can lead to. I mean, maybe you post a song on YouTube and it might get 3 views, but that one person that could be part of those views might be in a record label executive and might see a lot of potential in you and fall in love with your voice or whatever you're doing, and that could just jumpstart your career. So I really think that putting yourself out there in any way possible is really beneficial and can really help you a lot to kind of give you a jump start in a music career. But that also goes for anything else, right? Putting the maximum effort can absolutely do no harm whatsoever.
No, exactly. That's great advice too. I tell all my artists, all they're mine. All the artists that come on my show, go on every platform you can. Every platform you can.
Exactly.
Because you're right. You never know who's listening. Now, what 2 songs are we going to hear from you today, Andrew?
We're going to hear New Me Know You and All Fired Up.
Yes, and they're great. I love both of them. I want to say also, please support all these independent artists. Wherever you buy your online music, go and download some of Andrew's songs, his EPs, whichever the case may be. I mean, I know there's a lot of different ways to stream for free now. But yeah, support your artists, help them out. And they can also go to your website, andrewcassaramusic.com. You get to know a little bit more about him, and you can also buy some, I think you have merchandise on there too, don't you?
Yes, I do. There's a tab at the top that says merch, so I have t-shirts and all that stuff. So you can go and take a look and see if you like some and support what I do. Yeah,
definitely. And like I said, I am so happy that you came on my show, and the timing couldn't have been better, like just before July long. Now, I want to say also, this isn't a one-shot deal. If you do win a Grammy or anything, you come up with a new album, anything you want to promote, my door is always open. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on everywhere except for Snapchat. So yeah, and also just I'm not going to get you to answer now. I will not put anybody on the spot. But every Wednesday, I've started a new show on my web show called Allie's Artisan Alcove, where you come in and you perform via Skype for 4 songs, I think, and we air that, and it gives you a better sense of the artist. You get the more well-rounded, view of them. So yeah, that's available too. Well, you know what? Have a lot of fun on Canada Day. I would love to be in Canada's capital for this day because it's huge. So yeah, just have a lot of fun. And Andrew, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking time out of your, busy schedule and coming on my show.
Well, it was a pleasure, and thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers!